Welcome back. In the previous video, I showed you how you can modify page content of your demo import, demo layout import by going to the Fusion Builder and making changes. So what we were doing was editing the page right here. And then when we were in the Fusion Builder view, we would change the containers or the columns on all the elements inside of them. And we also talked about the logo and the header bar and the slider and things like that. This will be a very exciting video as we talk about the Fusion Builder live, and you can see how easy it is to create layouts visually, and you can also modify the content just by pointing and clicking and changing the content. So it's very exciting. Let's jump right into it. And before starting and getting into that, I would like to clarify that this tool can be used to modify content that's inside of the page. Quick pause. I hope you're enjoying my videos about professional web design using the Avada theme. Actually, these videos are a part of a very detailed video course that I created for Udemy. So if you would like to explore these topics in more detail and ask questions, check out my course on Udemy. The link with the discount coupon is in the description of the video. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do that because a lot more content is coming your way. Let's get back to the video. So directly you can modify any page content here, but any external content like your sliders, logo, headers, they cannot directly be updated from the tool. What you will have is links that will take you to edit these things inside of their theme options or slider options, for example. And like if you have blog posts and stuff, you can edit the blog post directly. So let's start looking at the Fusion Builder Live. The first thing that we want to do to bring this page into Fusion Builder Live is click on the edit page under Fusion Builder Live. So we'll click on the edit page, and once you do that, you see that FB edit equals 1 is tagged on to the URL, and that is what will trigger this Fusion Builder Live editor. So right now, if you hover over things, you will see these options like that, or these are the header options. So here is you can change the header layout. You can edit the logo. So all it will do is take you to the theme options. So if I click on this, you see it has brought up theme options, and you can change the theme option over there. So you can remove the logo or edit it and then upload a new one. All the header options will be here. So basically it's showing you the same header options. Similar thing for everything else, like this header bar. It'll also take you to the appearance menu options the menu options that I showed to you earlier. So because this is external, all the theme options you can go to directly over here. And this for the slider, if you click on the edit slider, that will bring the slider revolution options. So revolution slider options are here. If you want to edit the slider itself, you can click on the edit slider icon, and it'll show you that a warning that you have to edit the slider or the slide. Okay, so we'll just go with the slider, and here it'll load the same thing that I showed to you in the last video, and you can edit the slider and change the options. While we are here, one thing that we didn't cover and I thought of after when I was looking on the page was that there is a box. Like if you look here, there's a box right here that we don't see in the slides, and that is nothing but a static layer. So all that is a global static layer, and to verify or change global static layers, you just need to go over the global layers section right here, and you will see that global layer as well. So once it loads here, and there you see the latest book release. That's just a static content that you can modify. So here you can modify the text. Here you can modify the heading, the picture, the links. So, and if you want to get rid of it, you can get rid of it. So that's what it was. But coming back, if you want to just modify some layers, you can just select the slide that you want to edit, and here's the slide. You can, again, like I showed to you before, double click on it, and then just change whatever content you want. If you want the background picture to be changed, you can go to the background options and put a video, change the picture, whatever you want to do. So nothing about my previous tutorial is gonna change about the sliders. The header, the logo is all the same. The exciting part is the page layout. So let's work with a full width container here. So as I hover over here, you will see a bunch of boxes pop up. On the right hand side, what you see is the container. So anything that I do here, it will be the container options. Here it's giving me the option to add a new container. If I want to edit anything about my existing container, I can click this option. And editing the container means like changing like the background color, the video, gradient, stuff like that, the padding, margin options, things like that. And you can see that there are options to clone the container, delete the container, and save this in my media library. So that's pretty much all the container options that we talked about. And if you want to change anything, you simply click on this pencil icon here, and all the options are here. So you can change the background, you can change the video, gradient, you can change the design options. Inside of the container, you can change the padding and the margin and stuff like that. So now let's talk about what's inside of the container is the column. So these are your column options right here. There you see is the column size. So if I want to change the column size from 1 by 1 to a half, then I can do that, and then it becomes a half a column. Okay, so you can modify the column size like that. We'll put it back to what it was. Now you also see a bunch of purples and blues, margins and padding. So these are nothing but margin and padding. And if I change this, so the purple one is margin. So if I change that, margin top is gonna change. Like you see, it's changing on the left hand view. And if I change that, margin bottom is gonna change like that. So there you go. And here, if I change, then the padding is gonna change like that. So we don't want to change the default layout, so I'll just keep close to what I had. Okay, and that is the margin and the paddings. And then if you hover over the elements that are inside of the column, you can just click on them and modify the content over here in the text view, or you can double click it if you are not willing to modify it on the left view, and you can directly edit here. So I'll remove the I, like my name is, and I'll remove my last name there. So that is pretty cool. You can point and click to stuff and just modify it. Like for example, this text block, we can modify this text block just by double clicking it, and then I have the option to just remove this and type whatever I need. So that's pretty cool. To save the layout, we'll just do a save, and once this checkbox appears, it means that it has saved the content. We can also add new elements inside of the column. So if we go there, we can add a new element below. Wherever we inside of the column we want to add a new element, we can add a new element. Just go to that and add a new element below. You can also clone these existing elements and go like that. So let's say if I had to clone this whole thing, what I will do is I will hover over that and simply clone it. And now you can see that my heading is cloned. And similarly, you can clone this text element like that, and then you can drag and drop wherever you want. So basically you can hover over this and click on the drag element right here, and then you can drag the text box like that after the meet button maybe. Okay, so that's simple. And I want to drag the heading, so I can drag the heading right like that, and that's a visual way to build the page. I want to clone the button as well, and I will want to just drag it after the content right there, and I want to edit this button and change this button URL to something else, and instead of meet the author, it's say okay. So that's how you do that. Again, if you have a layout already built up, it's really quick to just change the content like that. You can change the order of the columns as well. So for example, if you can say drag and Audible, I want to put it behind Barnes and Nobles, or like that. So now Audible is the third link. So similar change like that. And let's say, where is the background picture options for this? So if I have to find it, that's a container background. So we'll go in the container section right here and look at its properties and go to the background right there and go to the image right here, and you will see that this image is right there. If you want to change it, you can modify it. Similarly, if I go to the content here and look at the container options background, you will see this yellow color that's being displayed over there. Also, if you go down like this column option, where that is, if you go to the column options right there, go to the background, go to the picture, that's the picture behind the column. And if you want to modify any padding, margins, you want to modify this text, just click on it and that text will be right there that you can edit it. So right there, this book will change your perspective on life. That's what it is. You can modify this content, whatever content pretty much that is static content inside of these containers or elements that will be edited, it'll take you right there. So this, for example, is a testimonial element. If I click on it, then it brings me to the testimonial element that I can click on, and then I can modify the content right there. So that's pretty cool. I can pretty much do all the content like that. Even change my portfolio. You'll go to the portfolio right there in the back end. So in the back end, you'll find the portfolio right there, and then you can go to the portfolio, and here are the elements that you can change. So once you change those, these will be updated, but any design aspect, like in terms of padding and what the container is going to look like, you'll modify from the Fusion Builder Live. So that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty much it, that the stuff that I wanted to show you, how you can build layouts visually, how you can clone, how you can change the order. That's all really cool, how you can change the background images. So that makes it really fast when you are modifying the demo content. And that's pretty much about it. We will talk about the footer in the next video, and I will be showing you how you can edit the footer using the Fusion Builder Live. So thanks very much for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below, and I'll be happy to get back with you as soon as I can. Thank you.